Sorry. My mum's obsessed with those fucking crime shows. I feel like every mum is obsessed with like crime and true crime and murder, and it's like I feel like there's just, you know what? There's a little bit inside every housewife that just wants to stab the fuck out of their husband, abandon the kids, and live life as a prostitute in Peru or something. I mean, I'm not saying that's what my mum wants to do. I'm just saying that that's what your mum wants to. Look, my mum's obsessed with those fucking true crime things. She's always watching. I don't know why she watches. Like, I walk down the hallway and she's got it on TV, and she's either watching Real Housewives, which I actually can bear, because at least that's a little bit funny, watching fucking 40-year-old rich cunts pull each other's hair out. That's great. Love that. I'm all about that. But when I walk past the hallway, walk past the living room, and I just hear the TV. So it's like I get like 3 seconds of dialogue when I walk past the door. So you hear it, and it's just like if she's watching Real Housewives, I'll walk past the door and it'll be like, "Hey, you fucking bitch!" That's kind of all I hear. I can't believe you slept with my husband. That's all you kind of hear. But it's like 50% of the time, it's like, I can't believe you've done this to my family. Like that Real Housewives drama shit. You say that to my face, you bitch! Every time I walk past. But the other 50% of the time, you'll just hear like some real morbid true crime shit, like interviews with the victim's family. It's like, oh, he killed my 3-year-old daughter. And I'll be like, oh, that ruined my day. I just got up. I'm trying to fucking brush my teeth, and now I'm thinking about a 3-year-old rape victim getting murdered and left in a bin somewhere. It's like, hey, dude, does that really need to be a fucking... Fair enough, let's have a TV series. Do we need a channel? I don't think so. I don't think we need a channel dedicated to fucking rape and murder. Every fucking week there's a new one that's on. Mum's watching something about some woman who got choked out to death in a fucking park by some crazy cunt, or some dude getting stabbed by a random attack, or some dude who tried to smuggle fucking cocaine in his anus and ended up doing 40 years. Surrounded by fucking Indonesian rapists, just in a cell. And then he gets out, turns out he was falsely convicted, and all he gets is like fucking $3,000 to do an interview for Crime TV. Not a good trade-off, dude. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so anyway, I was doing my hair, and as you guys know, it's a process. So I'm doing my hair in the fucking living room while Mum watches this depressing shit. And it was about this dude who lived in like a gang area, young black dude, probably my age, and basically it was at the end of the show, and it got down to the confession stage of the investigation. So they got this guy in the fucking confession, the interview room or whatever, and this dude's talking to this police officer, and the police officer's being real nice, and he's like, "Come on, son, you can tell me you did whatever you had to do." And the guy basically gets down to, he's like broken down and he's crying. It's really fucking sad. And he goes, "Oh, I was trying to buy drugs off this guy in a car, and then he moved his hand down to get a gun to rob me, so I pulled out my gun and I shot him because I wasn't about to get shot. I wasn't going to let him shoot me. I shot him first, and he killed him." And then he just starts crying. He's like, "Oh, just let me go home." It was like fucking heartbreaking shit. And the cop was being really nice, like consoling him, being like, "It's all right, man. It's okay. You did what you had to do," patting him on the back, gives him a hug. Really nice, sweet stuff, right? Got the confession and took it well, and was just a really nice person. And then the police officer, he gets up and he goes, "I'm going to get you a glass of water, okay?" And he's like, "Okay." He's like fucking in hysterics, the dude, right? And then this wonderful, beautiful police officer, he stands up, the honourable man he is, to get the guy a glass of water, even though he killed someone, and he leaves the interrogation room, and he shuts the door, and there's 4 other police officers waiting outside the soundproof door, and he just looks at them and he goes, "Hey, we fucking got him! Yeah!" And they all just start celebrating, like, "Hey, we got the confession! We got the confession!" And this dude's just fucking bawling his eyes out. And these guys having a fucking celebration going, "Yeah, we fucking got him. Who's the fucking best? The cops are the best. Who's the fucking best? cops, 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 USA, USA. And like really celebrating after this dude just fucking lied to the guy for like what would have been 3 hours. It's all right, man. I'm your friend. I'm here for you. And then he gets the confession. And he's like, woo, fuck that cunt. 30 years in prison. And it just got me thinking, like, dude, if that's how excited they are to get like a genuine heartbreaking confession out of a young person who fucked up, you know for sure they're getting confessions and shit out of people who didn't do it. You know what I mean? You know that shit happens. Just, if you whisper in my ear that you're the one who killed her in the park, I'll let you go. You'll let me go? Yeah. All you gotta do is whisper into my ear, and don't mind the tape recorder. I'm about to turn it on. You just gotta whisper it into just whisper it into your ear and then I can go home. I didn't do it. You just gotta whisper it in my ear, man. Just gotta, hang on. It's like playing. Recording. Okay, I did it. Can I go home now? Don't worry, man. You can go home. I'm just gonna get you a glass of water. And he stands up and he leaves. He goes, I wanna go home. I'm just gonna get you a glass of water. We fucking got him. Cops are the best. 30 years in prison. Just celebrating with all the fucking boys out back. False confession. False confession. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know that shit happens. I don't know, man. Should you be that excited? I mean, I guess. What the fuck do I know criticizing the police force? I don't know, it just felt a little bit morbid to me that this dude's like fucking bawling his eyes out after he's confessed to killing a fellow human in what is arguably a self-defense situation. And then the cops are just like, we got another one! Free labor for the private prisons! Another slave for the industrial complex! Ooh, 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 cops, 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 cops!